reaching forward here, but then instead of reaching forward with the arm, we're going to shift that left side of the rib cage back. We can stay pulled down towards that left side. Inhale down, sitting back with the left hip, exhaling up. My name is Greg Chaplin. I'm a physical therapist and strength and conditioning specialist, and in this video, I'm going to show you a simple loading scheme that you can use to correct an orientation-related issue. So when I say orientation issue, what do I mean? I mean that the body has a tendency to shift the weight or point or turn towards one side more than the other. So most commonly we're going to see this on the right side. People like to stand shifted into their right hip. You'll often see right shoulders that are lower than left shoulders. People like to crunch down into their right abdominal wall. And this is a very common thing. And so when we're looking to correct this, there's a very simple way that we can cue some of this left side to kick in and some of this right side to let go a little bit. So I'm going to be using a heel elevated split squat. I'm using a wedge here. So I'm going to set up into the split squat position with my front heel up, back heel is up as well. I'm going to be heavy on the front heel, heavy on the back toe. Then I'm simply going to grab a kettlebell here in the right side. As I load my right side with this kettlebell, what it wants to do is it wants to pull me further into that orientation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that spot on the lower ribs on the left side and the hip crest on the left side, and I'm going to pull those closer together. As this happens, the crest of the hip on the right side and the space there from the crest to the lower ribs has to open up, and this right abdominal wall has to yield a little bit as long as I go against the weight and stay into this side. Then I can do my split squats, little inhale down, little exhale up, little inhale down, little exhale up. And so long as I stay somewhat closed down here on the left, going against the weight, again, using that weight as a cue, I'm gonna somewhat correct that orientation related issue. Now, if I wanted to further bias myself back towards a leftward orientation, I could open up my hips to the left here. As you saw, my right knee started to turn in, so we'd correct that so the hip, knee, and foot are in alignment. I'm gonna stay pulled away from that weight, and then I could do a few more reps here. So inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Now here's the cool part. I'm gonna switch to this other side. Now the left foot's gonna be up and the right foot's gonna be back. However, I'm going to keep the weight in this right side so that I still am turning towards the left. In this position, I can turn my hips towards the left, again, keeping that knee, toe, and hip in line on the left side, but now my pant zipper is looking slightly left. I'm gonna shift my weight back, so I'm heavy on that heel. If I have a rightward orientation going on, I'm probably gonna have some tightness in the back of the left hip and butt area, so it might be a little bit harder to shift down without coming forward, so be careful of that. But then you're just gonna inhale down and exhale up. Inhaling down, exhale up. And if we wanted to enhance the turn into our left side, we could either reach forward with the left hand and shift the rib cage back so that would look a little bit like this. Reaching forward here, but then instead of reaching forward with the arm, we're gonna shift that left side of the rib cage back. We can stay pulled down towards that left side. Inhale down, sitting back with the left hip, exhaling up. Alternatively, we could also enhance the turn of the rib cage towards the left side with a backward reach. So that would look like this. We're gonna inhale down, letting this weight come slightly forward as we reach back. We're gonna inhale up. Now those two variations would probably be used under slightly different scenarios depending on what's going on up top. There's a few different ways to compensate if you have that rightward orientation, but you can't go wrong just by loading on that opposite side, cueing that trunk position, and then turning the hips a little bit. So thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, I'm Greg Chaplin. Let me know what topics you want me to cover next time. And until the next video, peace.